Hello and welcome to Ben's Gaming Room. We are this time going through the Marshes of Awakening, the next level of Rayman 2. If you've missed any of the previous parts, feel free to go back and watch them either before or after you've watched this part, doesn't really matter. So here we are in the Marshes of Awakening. Now, there's a piranha going on there. This tree branch is rather inviting. Let's go up it. And get rid of the piranhas as we go along. Our curiosity has been rewarded with a yellow lump. Well, let's continue onwards to see if there's anything up this way. Some zombie chickens are up this way apparently. This is unknown territory. Tourism may be hazardous. Jumping eyeballs. Only those who know the name of this place can pass. Yeah, it looks like we're not going to be able to do anything over here for now, but don't worry, we'll be coming back to this area of the game later. So let's just go back down. And we can actually just jump straight from the tree branch down to here. Now, as well as vines and spider webs, netting like this can also be climbed on, so keep that in mind. And here we got another character, another one of Rayman's friends essentially. A snake called Sam. Whether you're supposed to pronounce the extra S's at the start of his name, I don't know. Yeah. Unfortunately, he can't help us with knowing about the masks, but he did see Glowbox. So... Oh, as he said, we can grab onto his scarf by shooting at it. Now, one thing that Rayman 2 does quite well in 3D platformers is variety. Rayman 2 has a lot of variety in its levels and certain gimmicks and things, but not done in a way that makes it feel bad to play, because they all control really well. So in this level, we got water skiing, essentially. We'll see left and right, jump button to jump, and run to the piranha because I'm explaining the controls. Lovely. Yeah, as well as jumping, you also have the speed up function, which I don't really know how much it speeds you up by. Oh. But hey, we're going to use it. Also, that axe doesn't hurt you, it's just decoration. But just weave left and right to avoid enemies and obstacles in the way. Now, obviously, as this is sort of on a set path, we don't want to miss anything. Luckily, I got all 3 cages in one go. Sam will circle around this little area a couple times. So actually, we've gotten everything, so we don't have to worry. Also, one thing you might have seen, when I got one of the cages, we got a 10 sort of come up in the middle of the screen, and my health bar got longer. Every 10 cages you get, your health bar gets extended, so it's always a good idea to go and get extra cages in the game. But here we have the second section of the level. Most levels are sort of segmented into several sections. How did I get that lump? Oops. Not quite sure how I managed to get that lump up there. Yeah, one thing we do need to do in this level, jump very carefully to get lumps. Oh, I got all 3 of those in one go. Nice. Apart from getting caught on that pillar there, we actually got everything in one go. Quite often I have to resort to killing myself and replaying the level to get everything. And that's a viable strategy in this game though. If you do miss something, if you just sort of fall down a pit or something, then retry. Because falling into like a sort of one-hit kill playing like a bottomless pit or water like this Doesn't count as full out killing you, it just makes you lose some health and respawn at your last checkpoint. Here we gotta say goodbye to Sam. Yeah, spoiler alert, we won't be seeing him again. At least not in this version of the game. Now we got our final cage of the level. Obviously, a teensy, as we've said before. Another thing, they do this weird dance. Don't know why, they just do. But back to the Hall of Doors. Yeah, since we actually 100%ed this level, we're granted access to the bonus level. Let's go take a look at that. So this pretty little fairy has gifts for Rayman. We'll help a baby Glowbox to get there before the pirate does. Make him run, repeatedly press left and right, one after another, as fast as you can. Or, on most console versions and if you're using a controller, jump and attack. So, I apologise if there's any button mashing sounds. Now this minigame is actually made significantly harder if you're running the PC version at 60 frames a second like I am, in that the meter seems to go down a lot quicker than on other console versions. So you gotta mash the buttons real quick, because you gotta do them one after the other. Oh, this is actually hurting my hands. Thankfully the first bonus level, the pirate's quite easy to beat. But because of being really awkward on the PC version at high frame rates, we're gonna avoid doing the bonus stages. Also because they tend to, at least for the first part of the game, only really just fill up Rayman's health bar, which most of the time I don't really do, because the game does give you a lot of health in the levels. If you want to restart the race, press enter, otherwise press escape. Yeah, I think I'm not going to be restarting the race. You can only get the reward once anyway, and if you decide to press the escape button to skip it anyway, you for some reason cannot get the reward. But onwards to our next level, the Bayou. Those bombs don't do anything in the menu, they're just a holographic projection. Hey, in this level, we've got a cutscene before the level, and we'll be introduced to our main villain of the game. Razorbeard. And a weird joke that they never seem to do again. Yeah, as you can tell, pirates are keeping a close eye on Rayman's activity. And Razorbeard is none too happy that Rayman has escaped and gotten as far as the swamp. And he is all too aware of the mask as well. And something interesting, yeah, he's eaten a yellow lum, one of the collectibles. He's permanently changed the amount of collectibles we have from 1000 to 999. Bit weird. So, here is the Bayou. Now we could go onwards with the level, or we could ignore the level completely. Here you can win life force and power, and you must have enough lums to get there. This is one of the few sort of bonus areas of the game, I guess. Now here it says the time race, but the name of the level is the Walk of Life. Now the main reason we want to go into this level is for 100% completion. As you can see, there is a timer in this level, counting down, and every time we get to a checkpoint, the counter goes back up. Now while we are technically racing Lee here, we don't have to beat her. She's mainly there just to show you the way to go, even though it's quite a linear course. But as long as you're constantly running forwards, you've not got much to worry about in terms of the time limit. It's quite generous. Oops. Unless you do something silly like that. Yeah, the main reason we go into this is for 100% completion, because there are yellow lums here. And obviously, we don't want to miss any yellow lums while we're playing if we want to 100% it. Whoops. And because this is technically a bonus level, you don't lose any health if you fall down a pit or anything. Quite generous like that in a way. We just continue our way through the course. Getting all the yellow lums we want. Oh, come on. So, generally speaking, I wouldn't need practice for this game. I've played it enough. But apparently, I am failing horribly at doing this while trying to make it go quicker. Ah, well. Oh, almost fell down again. And follow the trail of lums. You can quite easily see where to go. Yeah, being able to adjust the helicopter just by pressing the button to turn it on and off. I do kind of prefer that to how Rayman 3 and the newer games use it, where you have to hold the button to have the helicopter out. But that's probably just because I'm used to how it is in this game. But by getting through the whole thing, yep, we have all 50 lums. We made it. That was very fast. You say so. Here's some more energy. Except our health bar's at full, so yeah. And yes, of course, we will save. So if we ever want to replay that, it's available from the world map. And basically the only real reason to replay the level is if you're on low on health, it'll refill your health bar right up to the full. Right up to the full? Very good grammar. But anyway, that will do it for this part of Rayman 2. And next time, we'll actually go through the bayou.